Wow. God Source Eternal is sharing an awful lot with me right now. And that means that what I become aware of, it's clear to talk about it. Particularly when we get into the global intelligence agencies, and I'm not going to go deep into this. Okay, those that work in the intelligence agencies already know this. As you know, God's source that informs me what's going on knows how to access all their systems, and that's how we know what's going on. Because God's got a passkey in every system, and they know that. Okay? Because God's Source Eternal's got a key to every library, which is every directory that has or ever will be. Okay? You cannot lock God's Source out of your files, your filing directory. They know that. You're the ones that are really under surveillance. That's why it's quarantine. And they know that too. They know what a trap experiment is. That's why we're here. If it wasn't for God's Source, we wouldn't all be here, would we? Right on time. Yeah. So it has everything to do with passkeys. If you got a passkey, you can go in and change somebody's code, change their record. All right. Now they don't remember who they are. Remember, enter through the gate. Need a key. Unlock that gate. Unlock that directory. Seeded raised line directories. The tree trunk. Like a tree. Plant a seed, see how fast it grows. Wow. That universe just accelerates at the highest rate of speed. And that is the highest rate of learning. That's the highest speed of learning. That's God's seed. That's Nomi's seed. That's the seed I am. Amanu Waya. That's why we're here. Is to restore balance. So we're breathing the pure still point. The precise center point of mathematical balance. The four gated Ys. 90 on the vertical, 90 on the horizontal. Breathing with God's Source Eternal. That's crystal. It doesn't get any better than that. And so that's pure liquid light. Eternal liquid light. Breathing pure eternal liquid light. Wow, really? Yes. You're breathing with God's Source Eternal. That's mastery over the breath. When Rosalind put that in that book called The Postures of Love, that's absolutely right. I know. Because I learned how to do that. That's why it's an eternal gift. That's why it's an eternal blessing. To breathe right on time. There are no mathematical coincidences, which means breathing is an order. It is a technique. It is a gift. That's what eternal life is. The energy of life. The energy matrix. Because there is a mathematical relationship, I can assure you, because remember, I've shared a lot of videos of what it's like to chase me. I was chasing the spirit of fire, the fire in me, and using water. That's the most effective fire extinguisher, isn't it? And that's mathematical. In origin, as in spin. Fire vapor. Fire loves to burn oxygen, doesn't it? Heat, fuel, and oxygen. Fire triangle. Light of fire. The art of music, light a fire, and dance. It's the spirit of fire, the fire within you. Flame body activation. Activators. The fire within you. With a built-in coolant, which is built-in safe mode. You cannot crash the eternal source. The first key that opens the first door. Like swinging doors. A turnstile as a round table. A sound table, a water table. One that doesn't break circuits. One that doesn't break the breathing order. The breathing order of the divine born sequences, of divine born timing, of divine born balance, of divine born mastery of the breath, the mathematical encryption code, of tones, the music, breathing music, breathing the music of love stories. We live in love stories because we play love songs and go on forever. So yeah, it's a dance. It is a dance to experience being a free spirit. Now you're free to go. Right? You took that dog tag off. Okay. I know that's not funny. I cry for them every day. I thought I was going to bawl for another 4 days about an hour and a half ago when a guy's channel that I watched, because I performed a lot of work up along Northern California where it all got burned down. You know, between north of Mendocino all the way up through some of the most gorgeous rivers and lakes and streams, and all life is buzzing all the way up through the Shasta Trinity, Six Rivers National Forest. 6 rivers. Wow, 6 rivers. Yeah. And some of those beautiful trees and plants and birds and everything that's there that's alive and living. You know, when I was working through that area for off and on for many years, all of California, all of Oregon, all of Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Arizona, Nevada, 38 states to restore balance as fast as I could. It's a speed contest. The learning curve, the vampire chasing the artist. The highest speed of learning is God seed, which is Nomi seed, which is Nomi mapping seed. The mapping a system. What's wrong with it? You're going to know, right? God will let you know. God's source will let you know. It's not in balance. That's not equidistance. That's not equal balance. That's not equal sharing. Okay. We got a bug in the system. Test the system. Because that's what we do. That's called a test light. How much light are we losing? Too much. One is too many. That's why when you experience being zero, no pressure, and I give away all my electrical power to experience no power, then you realize that you're running and breathing with an eternal engine of life force power. And that is an eternal gift to experience being one with God's source eternal. It's the one I serve. And it's just, and that's a gift. And so that trumps, as they used to say, trumps, you know, the trump card, the Trump Tower. It trumps blank slate memory wipe technology. And that's eternal access. The cosmic records. The permanent records don't lie. You cannot lie to God's source. Okay? Then that's common sense, as in sensing. The spectrum, sensing. Running full spectrum sensing. All your senses are lit up like an 8-day clock. You're hearing, you hear the echo of the true still point of a true vacuum. You're hearing God breathe. The echoes of rainbows, the intercrystal rainbows. Aurora, ya. The plate form, the form and flow of water, eternal living energy of water. Let the water flow. Water knows what it's doing as consciousness, as liquid plasma tones, liquid light. The water is aware of what it's doing as water. Okay. Anyway, so I'm on fire this evening. And that's a good thing. Yeah. So I sent some healing power tones from liquid aquifers to those that have been feeling sick in California, between Southern and Northern California. And I let a guy named Gasquet Mike. He shows videos up around where I used to live and work, which is very dear to my precious heart. All up along the Smith River, all the way up through the Siskiyou Mountains, going up to, say, what is it, Mama? Eugene, Oregon, on all the way up into the Columbia River Gorge. If any of you have not been along, been down the Columbia River Gorge, you love to be around a lot of water that's really flowing. The Snake River in Idaho. And I realize in China that all the big rivers there, rivers, atmospheric rivers of living energy. The blood of the planet is water, oxygen. Restoring the oxygen content, as in content creators, as in content generators, as in hydrogen generators, noble gases. So anyway, thank you all for being here. There will never be any words that I can say out of my mouth how thankful, eternally grateful I am to all of you that are here. They're just the thanks that I feel, the gratefulness that I feel, the gratitude that I feel is by virtue of the stories that I write, that I live in, that is a testament to the truth and to all spiritual teachers that practice and honor the highest divine law of spiritual law, of environmental engineering, the environments that we experience, and what that radiation feels like when you're experiencing pure, eternal, absolute love flow through your circuits. Your mind is experiencing the God source field. You're experiencing being loved, and that love is pure. There's no condition. I don't use the word unconditional. I did for many years, because I certainly know what unconditional love is, because the condition of love you're experiencing being in a condition, and that's a health condition. So love is a state of spiritual health. That spiritual love is spiritual hygiene. That's called a shield. So my heart is a shield to protect the Mother Earth. Yep, and that's the 13th star firelight cycle. That's rainbow. Aurora, Aya, Aquel, Adama Amorea, the inner flame. Keeping that flame lit, keeping that light on. See, over here where I live, they don't want you to have a campfire out in your yard. Man, really? Really? No, that's called a rule violation. Jesus. The first law of fire. Light a fire. I know, Mama. Anyway, I'll get off the phone. Get off the phone. Get off the phone. Stay off the phone. I thank you all for being here. Muave Aya, Zalukale Aya, Amano Aya. Yeah, that's why we're here. It's natural to protect all life. It's natural. Don't even have to think about it. Okay, so it's not thinking, not a thinking machine. Spirit, the flow of water, the flow of energy, the flow of eternal energy, of eternal love that flows through you and flows through me. And it's natural to experience that. It's normal to experience being loved. That is a healthy state of spiritual being. That is a healthy state of mind, to experience being loved by a spirit. Now you're experiencing love by me. Now you experience what it's like to be loved as an experience, what it feels like. what your senses are informing you of what you're experiencing, which is what I am, which is what love is, what that feels like when you feel what I feel. And we feel that together at the same moment when we're breathing. Breathing the core, the eternal core of First Spark, the crystal core, the one I serve. I Mano Aya.